Serena Williams has a new gig, and it may surprise you.
Yeah, it was announced that Serena has been taking GLP-1 medications, which are like semaglutides for recent weight loss, and has become the face of Roe.
Mm-hmm. So GLP-1s are Ozempic and Wegovy and other things.
Yep.
Yes.
What's the other one? Zepbound?
Yeah,
I always see
generic
those commercials. Yeah.
generic versions of those, name brand medications. Mongiorno. I just made that up. I don't know how to say it. Monjoro.
That's the Italian one. That's the Italian Ozempic.
Yeah, she did an article with Vogue, right? It was a Vogue kind of exclusive. I think other people have reported on it since.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about after giving birth to both her children, she was working out, trying to get fit. She's retired from tennis at this point, and she just didn't feel as though she was reaching her full potential or where her body was at. And so she started a GLP-1, and now she's the face. Now she's an advocate. She's like, I've never felt better. This is what I've wanted to do. And you open Roe's website, which is, Roe is a health and wellness brand where you can get prescriptions.
Yeah, like hers or Hims or
it's similar to hers
that
and
type
Hims.
of situation.
You can get some Latisse there.
Some eyelash
Some
serum.
eyelash serum.
Oh,
You can
okay.
get some good stuff there.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can get like retinol, like
Yep.
dermatological
Birth
prescriptions
control
as well.
is also nice.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Birth control.
Whoa.
Well, you open Roe.com. Big banner. Serena Williams flexing her muscle, putting the needle right in, saying, Serena's on a GLP-1. Are you next?
Are you next felt like a distinct threat. As I watch everybody get on GLP-1s, are you next is a threat.
Are you
Do I need
next?
to? I didn't think so.
Like, damn, right, what are you saying? Leave me be.
And the photos of Serena on Roe.com, but also in this Vogue article, she's absolutely ripped, which is how we've
Ripped.
always seen her,
Right,
right? She's the
yeah.
best female athlete, arguably, who's ever lived. But she's crediting the GLP-1 to getting her to this optimal point in her fitness, as she's been on it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was interesting to me is she was talking about the side effects, and I feel like that's something big that a lot of people who have taken GLP-1s have talked about. And she was like, I put my body through a lot. I understand that there are lots of side effects. I just didn't have any. Like, of course.
How honest are we being? We're now being honest that we're on the GLP-1, but are we being honest about the side effects? Also, are we being honest about the intricacies of taking this medication? You really shouldn't be drinking alcohol. You really should be still eating super healthy. I feel like there's not a lot of openness and transparency about what it's actually like day to day to be on one of these medications.
Agreed.
From these quote unquote spokespeople.
Yeah. There's not a lot of information. And I feel like everyone's like, it's a magic shot. You take it and you lose 20 pounds and you're in Hollywood and here we are.
Yeah, because some people really, not repel, but it really doesn't sit well with them whatsoever, even if they have diabetes, even if they're overweight, even if they're a good candidate. I remember listening to a New York Times podcast over a year ago when GLP-1s were first hitting the market, in a mainstream way, and they interviewed a lot of people across the country who were like, I got so sick from this medication, I could not take it, actually, even though I'm a good candidate for it.
Yeah, I had a friend and he was the same thing. He was like, I was waking up in the middle of the night to shit my pants.
Ooh,
for weeks on end. And he was like, I couldn't take it anymore. It wasn't worth it.
Sounds like when I was on berberine. It also sounds like which is quote unquote nature's Ozempic.
Yeah.
My God. It also reminds me of that tweet Kanye had about Kim Kardashian having diarrhea more than anyone he's ever met in his life.
Wait, I don't remember.
Yeah, he tweeted that some years ago. He was like, Kim has diarrhea way more than any normal person should. And I'm like, because she was on the motherfucking GLP-1s before the rest of us knew what was going on.
She had to fit in that Marilyn
She
Monroe
had to
dress.
get in that she had 15 days to lose 15 pounds, or she had to get in that dress. Okay.
Shooting herself up. She was like, I stopped eating sugar. I'm like, and you were injecting yourself.
And you were taking shots.
That
babe.
was
Thank
the
you.
beginning where we were all like, something is going on. Some people in Hollywood have something that we don't know about yet.
I'm
Everyone
telling
got
you.
so skinny so quickly.
You know what I mean? Because everybody's not naturally skinny. Like,
No.
I'm not a naturally thin person. Kim Kardashian's not a naturally skinny person, and suddenly she was fucking skinny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want that for myself. How'd you do it? And she's like, I stopped eating sugar. You know what I did? Stop eating sugar. You think I got skinny? No, because that's not how it works. Anyways.
We all know the girl with the like crazy metabolism that eats McDonald's 3 times a day, and she's like, I can't gain weight.
No.
I'm like,
For
okay,
sure.
cool, good for you.
Good for
Yeah.
fucking you. This makes me feel a bunch of ways, this Serena Williams thing.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, I thoroughly appreciate the honesty.
Yes.
Like, nothing gets on my nerves more than celebrities lying about
Right.
their bodies and what they're doing to their bodies and contributing to the body dysmorphia that young girls feel, that all of us have felt at some point.
Right.
And also, this bums me out for
Yeah.
several reasons. First of all, if a professional athlete didn't feel that their body was enough, the same professional athlete that has won trophy after trophy, that, you know, has gone to the Olympics, that has done all of these things that most of us could never conceive of doing, didn't feel like her body was enough, the rest of us are fucking doomed.
Yeah.
And then also, Serena has been masculinized for the entirety of the time that she's been in the public eye.
Right.
One, due to being a black woman, and then two, due to being like muscular, because she is, again, a professional athlete.
Strong woman.
She's strong. And I'm speculating, I don't know, but now that she's not playing, I feel like she's ready to kind of mitigate as much of that masculinization as she can control. And while she can't control her blackness and being a black woman, she can control her body to a certain extent. And I feel like she's kind of hiding behind the, well, I had a baby and, you know, that type of thing. Yeah. So it just it feels like that's what she's doing from my little brain.
It felt like the analogy to me, like when, like, so-and-so gets cheated on, that's the most beautiful, famous person ever. And you're like, if they're getting cheated on, what's in it for me?
Yep.
And I'm like, well, if she has to go and take it, then, like, what do I have to fucking do?
I know. That is exactly how I feel about it. And then I feel even worse because I look at her and I'm like, oh, she looks really good.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not cool. I'm saying that after her 31-pound weight loss, the fucking Olympian.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, she looks really good.
Can I say something? Sorry.
What's up? Yes,
I'm
please.
the associate producer. I'm Colette. I am on Ozempic, and I have been for a while. I don't believe she's on it, if I'm going to be honest.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hot take.
Whoa. This is
Number
spicy. Get a camera on her.
Yeah. Number one, there's no way she's not having any side effects. That's bullshit.
Well, because
Right.
she's lying
That's
about
a
that.
lie.
She's
A
lying
lie.
because her man is on the board of this damn company.
She's
Absolutely.
making that check.
That's like, there's no way, especially that first year, you have the worst side effects ever. Like, you're throwing up, you're shitting, it's bad.
Ugh.
Or you're constipated, whatever. The other thing is when you are on Ozempic or we go any of those, you lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
And she's pumping. She's pumped in those pictures, and she still looks like very muscular.
Yeah.
Like, even if you work out and stuff like that, you're losing muscle mass. Like, you have to have an insane amount of protein in order to not lose any muscle mass, and it's very difficult to gain any kind of muscle.
And she actually said in the Vogue article that she doesn't eat a lot of protein.
She said that?
She said she doesn't eat a lot of meat. She said she's tried all sorts of different diets. Yeah, so she's not like, oh yeah, I've never been off my protein game.
Something's not adding up.
So it's not really adding up, except the fact that we know GLP-1s are extremely popular and the future. And Emma even said that like AI and GLP-1s are predicted to be the most like, you know, lucrative investments in the next 5 years. She's making that check, which
She's
is unfortunate
definitely
too,
making that
because
check.
she's such a role model that it's like, how much money is enough money to be like, yeah, I kind of am contributing to this skinny culture that exists right now.
For me, it's like 500,000. For me personally.
She's making
Where you're at right now. No, I think
she's
about it
making
too.
way more than that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Colette briefly mentioned this, but Alexis Ohanian, I think is his last name, who was one of the co-founders of Reddit, very, very smart man. He is on the board of directors of Roe. He's also a major investor of Roe.
And is that her
That's her
husband?
husband.
That's her husband.
Okay.
So
Oh.
it is undoubtful that that family is going to make millions and millions
Understood.
of dollars over the next
Understood.
5
Yeah,
years.
definitely.
Okay, well then it's even more unfortunate if she's not taking it and saying that she is.
She's probably taking it. Like maybe a microdose or something.
She probably
because
dropped her weight and then was like, okay, now I have the ability to have the chef and a work in private.
that's what I'm saying. She has so many resources that we don't have. And also, if someone who's considered the greatest athlete of all time loses some muscle mass, she's probably still gonna look muscular to the rest of us. You
no
know?
matter what.
Yeah, because she's, again, the greatest athlete of all time.
I have a really interesting Substack post that I can save like the bulk of it for tomorrow too, because I think it applies. But I was reading it last night and I'm curious what you guys are going to think. It's by this writer named Elle Jones, and I've talked about her pieces before. The title of the article is "Porn Stars Are a Girl's Best Friend. Does disclosing your plastic surgery make you a girl's girl?" And she basically argues that it's not about making women feel better, that celebrities are revealing and being honest about their plastic surgery to maintain a, quote, friendly, down-to-earth internet persona in order to make more cash and be less disliked.
Fine.
She then goes on to say, I'm quoting this, quote, "By telling people what exactly they had done, celebrities bypass accusations of proliferating unrealistic beauty standards and gain status as one of the girls. Don't worry. Of course you don't look like me because my tits cost $30K. And I was like, that is also part of it. After Kylie revealed where she got her boobs done, everyone was like, that's so cool of her.
Yep.
You kind of gain girl aura points by being honest too.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if it's so calculated by celebrities, but I do think that is something for like the normal girl, for us to be aware of when we're, seeing this quote unquote honesty.
For sure. Even if it is calculated, I feel like it's net positive.
I thought it was interesting at one point because this is like a little bit off topic, but Taylor Swift's stylist had said that whenever she wears designer clothes, she only wears designer clothes that can be bought off the website so that it still feels relatable, that her fans can go and buy that, even though it's not likely I'm going to go buy the Gucci dress, but because it's on the website and Taylor Swift bought it, it doesn't feel like it's getting pulled from Gucci, and she's like wearing all of these things that feel so out of touch. And I was like, that's also like...
And this is what happens when you're selling relatability instead of talent.